thought I would. Hold on, I have to shift gears. I'm driving. This is so dangerous. But I thought I would make a video about how exciting it is to get a fill. Because I think people that are pre-op, well, when I was a pre-op, I was scared of fills. I thought they were going to be the worst thing, and then I would always dread having to get one, and I hate needles. I have like a really intense fear of needles, and so I thought pills were going to be the death of me, you know. But it's so funny, I woke up today and I scheduled my fill, and I've been so excited like ever since, you know, like I really do. I get really excited about my fills because that feeling that you had before surgery where, you know, all of us fat girls that love food, you know, sometimes you feel like you're just a prisoner of food, or like your eating's really out of control and you can't get a hold of it, you know, like you're just eating everything that comes in front of you, and you feel really out of control, and you feel really depressed and ashamed of yourself. Well, that feeling, you're never going to have to deal with it anymore after getting the lap band, because you can just schedule a fill. That's all you have to do. You go in, get a fill if you're eating too much, and all of a sudden you have more restriction. You're eating less, and it's this like so invigorating and like powerful feeling of control that you have with the lap band that I could never have had before. I mean, I would have to make a pact with myself to like start doing a diet, and then I'd feel miserable that I have to do this diet, and I wouldn't be eating what I wanted to eat, and I would just be really sad and feel like a failure, you know, and then I'd have to challenge myself with something like a diet that's really hard to stick to, and then if you don't stick to it, you feel like a piece of shit, and like, it was awful. And what I realize now is that when I schedule a fill, I know that I have that control. Like, I can just make that adjustment, and my eating changes. What I can eat changes, how much I eat changes, and I just love that. It really, like, I mean, I think you have to be able to have, or you have to have the lap band to be able to feel that sort of control, but that control is really intoxicating to me. It is a great feeling to know I'm in control of my body and how much I eat, and you know, I've gained a couple pounds because I had to have 0.6 cc's unfilled, like taken out before we went on our trip to Canada, because I was throwing up a lot, and the more that I threw up, the more I would get all swollen, you know, and then less stuff would go down. So I was like, I want to enjoy myself in Vancouver and not be throwing up every day, because I knew we were going to go out to dinner and stuff, and I have enough control to be able to do that. I can just decide that I want to go in for an unfill, and all of a sudden I can go out to dinner and eat what I want to eat. That's fucking crazy cool. And then when I'm done doing that, I can just go back and get a fill put back in, and then I can't eat as much anymore, and I'll continue losing weight. That's so crazy cool. I mean, really, fills are awesome. They're the best thing ever. I get really excited about my fills. I just hope that people's surgery offices are as cool as mine, where I went to Northwest Weight Loss Surgery in Everett, Washington, and I get my fills covered for the first, I think it's 13 months, so the first year and a month after you get your surgery, all of your fills are free. So if you need to come in like 3 times in a week, although they, you know, discourage that, you probably only want like 1 fill per week, because it takes a week to figure out where you're at with it. You can do that. You just call them up, and they're super nice and understanding, because a lot of them have lap bands and they know how it is. Like, if you're too tight, you don't want to be too tight for any longer than you have to be, and they're like, sure, come right in, we have this appointment for you. They're really open. I always get an appointment when I need one. The other day I came in after hours, because that was when we were going to Vancouver, and I was like, I'm really way too tight, I can barely keep liquid down, and they were like, no problem, just come in. They're the coolest people. I mean, seriously, if everybody could fly out and have their surgery at Northwest Weight Loss Surgery, I would be happy, because I would know that they're getting the same sort of courtesy that I am, and that I've been so grateful for. So anyway, I just wanted to make a really happy, optimistic fill post because I think people are scared of them when they really shouldn't be. It should be something that you really look forward to, and whether or not you think you're going to, I think that you will once you get in the groove of things. Once you're post-op and getting to the right spot, it's a great thing. It really is. So try and find a surgeon and a hospital or an office that can do your fills for you for low cost, or ideally that's covered within the surgery for a certain amount of time post-op, because that is effing awesome. You never know how many fills you're going to need to get to your spot. You know, a lot of people start freaking out when they have 3 fills down or something and they still don't feel restriction. Well, that's really not uncommon. It's not uncommon to get 2, 3, 4, even 5 fills and still not feel like your eating is really limited, because it's better to build up the fills in small amounts and get used to them and be able to recognize exactly where you're at with your restriction than it is to do a big fill, have your stomach have a really big reaction, get really swollen, not be able to eat anything, and then slowly like come back to figuring out whether or not that's too much. I mean, it can be a big trauma to your body to get a huge fill, you know. You have to stay on liquids for a couple days or more than that, and it's better to go slowly. So having your fills covered is premium. You really want to look for that. Alright, well, I've been filming this while driving, and that's really dangerous, but I'm on my way to my fill, and I'm really excited because I've gained 2 pounds with the 0.6 cc on fill, so I'm ready to get some back in there. Anyway, good luck to everybody. Keep writing me. I will write you back. Any questions you have, I try to answer people's questions as much as I can. So, good luck to everyone. Keep kicking ass. Alright, bye.